branch of the Wayne County Public Library, and today I would like to show you how to make a simple origami gift box that you could use for your holiday presents. It's got, very simply, a lid and a base that are both the exact same pattern, just different sizes, and they go together very quickly. You can either use patterned papers, or if you want to make a larger box, you can use cardstock, but you may note that at the folds, the cardstock can get a little bit funny there. It'll start to break and see the underlayer of it, but it still works. So what you're going to need for it is 2 squares of paper, and 1 square is going to be a 1/2 inch smaller on 2 sides. That's very important because the larger one is going to be your lid. The other one will be the base of the box. You'll also want pencil and ruler because you're going to be making these lines. And you are going to want some scissors and possibly at the end tape or a glue stick. So with that, let's get started. As you can see with this first piece of paper, I have already taken my ruler and a pencil and drawn lines from corner to corner and in the opposite direction from corner to corner. This is important to do on the back of your paper because this indicates how we're going to fold the origami box. So we'll start at one corner and bring the corner up to the middle, and you want to be as precise as possible with this. Make sure it's lining up both with this line and this line. Hold on tight while you come back and make a nice crisp crease. And then we're going to do that again. So from this fold, we're going to come up to the center line. And you'll notice I'm trying to tuck this part in because you don't want this piece sliding ahead and throwing your fold off. So I'm going to come up here, align it with that center line, and get a nice crisp fold. And then we'll turn it around and do the same thing from the opposite corner. So the point into the middle, and you can unfold this just to make sure you're seeing this clearly. So the point is coming right to the middle. Fold, and then the fold up to the middle. All right, so that's those folds done. Now, turn it 90 degrees, and you're going to do the same thing with these 2 corners. So corner to the middle and fold. Fold to the middle and crease that fold. And the opposite corner. You can see it's really a pretty simple pattern, so once you get the hang of it, you can make one of these boxes fairly quickly. All right, so there are all of our folds. Now, let's take a moment just to visualize with our box. The base of the box is going to be one big square, which is this square here in the middle. But in order to get to that point, we're going to have to cut so that 2 of the flaps can tuck in, and I'll show you what I mean. So if this is our square here in the middle, and I want this to be a flap, I want to cut the folds on either side of this center line, and I want to go up 2 squares. So we've got that for flap, and I want to do the same thing at the opposite corner. So the folds on either side of this center line, I'm going up 1 square, 2 square. Same thing on this side. Okay, so that's now to the point where we put it all together. So we want the sides that aren't the flaps. These are the flaps, the narrow ones. So here on these sides, we're going to fold back in and then fold these into the middle. Same thing on the opposite corner, fold it in. Fold these in so that you're isolating the tabs on the opposite sides. And then we want to fold it up. These 2 pieces overlap here, and then our tab sides are going to fold right over that. See how that tucks in? So we'll do it again on this side. Bring these pieces together, and the tab goes directly over and tucks down. Now, if you want to make sure these tabs are secure, you can do a little bit of tape to hold them in place. You could also use a glue stick, that's fine. If you've got a sticker, you could do that. If you wanted to put a piece of paper in here with a special note for your gift recipient, you could do that too. Just get creative. But that is how you're going to make this box. So now we do it all over again with another piece of paper for the bottom box. And so there are 2 pieces to the box. And they fit together just right. Now, if you're using regular weight paper for these, you probably don't want your box to be too big because it can feel a little bit flimsy. You could always cut a piece of cardboard to tuck into the bottom here just to give it a little more weight if you want. Or if you have some cardstock that's larger, and I will say that this particular one was using a 12-inch square piece of cardstock. So it is larger. And like I said, you are going to get some of this problem with the creasing where the cardstock breaks a little bit, but it is a much sturdier box to use for a little bit larger or more weighty present. However you want to do it, that's a fairly simple way to make your own gift wrapping, as it were, that you can use over and over again for special gifts. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give it a chance at home using whatever kinds of papers or cardstock you want to try it with. In the meantime, stay healthy, be kind, and get creative. Bye-bye.